blah, blah.
No, I'm scared, Sarge.
Hello there, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba.
I'm John Humphrey.
And you're...
I'm John Humphrey. Wait, I'm John Bailey.
No, you're Bailey.
Is a better version of me.
The epic mother effing voice guy is here with us today to watch how Spider-Man Far From Home should have ended. He does not remember if he worked on this or not.
I don't think so.
We've done some hizzy reactions where we're like, that's gotta be, it is Jon Bailey. He's not in this one, so it's pure reaction. He has
never know.
No anticipation.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, you don't get access to like the full scripts or anything, right?
No, I think they actually sent me the full thing.
What?
So.
They're not tight on secrecy
I
over
know.
there?
Wow.
Hizzy Studio?
Yeah.
Do not leak these
They're
jokes.
not quite
These
as
are
strict as
watermarked
Marvel.
with your name.
I've heard Marvel has their films like separated on separate hard drives with separate keys, like the presidential nuclear weapons.
Yeah,
So
like
two
turn
different
it
rips, so
on the
nobody
count of
gets
three.
thrown.
Yeah.
I don't think how it should have been is quite that strict.
Well, they let me down. All right, let's watch this.
Okay, finally done equipping my glasses with access to all my state-of-the-art technology for Peter in case I die. Now to just write some vague instructions to turn them on and give them to Nick Fury, who will hopefully just hand them to Peter one day.
Here's a bright idea. How about you don't give military-grade death drone controlling 80s glasses to an easily influenced hormonal teenager just because he has a foxy aunt?
Oh, dang, you're right. Here you go, Rhodey.
The end. It's just like Deadpool.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what they did there. Well done on that on that title. That's awesome.
It wasn't
You
a real
guys.
title.
You guys.
Oh, written by the fans.
Oh.
But not forgotten. 5 years ago, half of the world blipped out of existence. But thanks to the acts of these mighty heroes, those who blipped away were saved.
Well, everyone who wasn't on an airplane,
Oh boy.
or on a boat, or people in high traffic areas.
Okay, I think they get it.
I was late to that.
Superhero stuff.
Anytime.
Thanks. What the?
Uh-oh.
Why are you a ghost?
Well, gotta go. Bye!
You're up, kid. All right, Fire. Try this on for size. What the heck? What is happening here?
Gotta go.
Fury wouldn't say crap.
Dang it, girl, you're gonna give me away.
Oh man, I'm out of webs. I really wish there was a multiverse.
Well, lucky for you, there is. We call it the Spider-Verse, but yeah, the multiverse is totally a thing. Hey, I'm Spider-Man.
Whoa! And I'm the amazing Spider-Man. Awesome! What makes you so amazing? I can ride a skateboard. Okay?
And we're all here too. Hey.
Awesome! Let's
just
do
like-
this. Does anyone have any extra webs? Woohoo!
What's up, drone?
This little piggy wins.
You ever heard of the shoulder touch?
Is this real?
All illusions are terminated, Peter.
Are we sure about that?
I say we poke him with a stick.
Ow, stop a man.
Nah.
Dang it, Edith!
Yeah.
I got you.
Holy crap! That was close. Well, at least I didn't die. Oh, no, there's more!
Edith, terminate all the drones!
I'm sorry. I can't do that, Peter.
What? Why?
You have not been granted control from Quentin
I
Beck.
thought of that too.
Sorry, pal.
Oh my god!
I was like, wouldn't you change the
Got it.
controls?
Which was kind of sad. But now I can continue to manipulate the masses. Because I'm a master illusionist.
Oh, you think you're a master of illusions? Don't make me laugh. You're a ripoff of Syndrome at best.
Exactly! Hey, Bubble Boy, why don't you take a seat next to the Mandarin over there and come back when you're done copying me?
I'm not copying you. If anything, you copied me.
You wish.
You guys are just jealous because everyone finds me most attractive. I am.
I wish
Peter?
I'd like to transfer control to Quentin Beck.
I'm waiting for that Sony joke, man.
Right?
Developed hologram projection technology and was fired for being unstable.
You serious?
Multiple hologram drones detected.
Yeah.
Former Stark employee.
There's something wrong.
Do you still wish to transfer control, Peter?
No! Cancel that request, Edith! Give me those glasses! Hey, you have super strength! Because I do.
That's such a great point.
Yeah.
I made out with MJ for a bit, told her my secret identity.
Still
What?
wear the glasses.
Dude, you can't give away your secret identity.
Tony would want you to say, well, I did, and I'm awesome, so in your face.
Now, Edith, what's the big deal? I thought you tell girls your secret identity all the time. Of course I do. Do you know why? Because I'm an adult.
Oh,
and I
crap.
can handle it. You're just a kid.
He didn't tell me. It was actually
I was
pretty
waiting for it
obvious.
because of Batman.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm embarrassed the whole class hasn't figured it out by now. You're like always missing when Spider-Man is around. And you both sound exactly the same.
That's not obvious. We don't sound the same. Does anyone else know your secret identity? Not really. Just a few people like Aunt May and Ned and Happy and Nick Fury and Maria Hill and Doctor Strange and, well, actually all the Avengers. They're all good guys.
That's it?
I guess I did tell Mysterio my name, and I hung out with him in what I thought was a public bar without my mask on.
I'm pretty sure the Vulture knows your name too. And he's still alive.
Yeah, you're screwed.
No, you guys are being paranoid. I've got this under control.
That's not all, folks. Here's the real blockbuster. Brace yourself, you might want to sit down.
Spider-Man's real name is...
Edith, disrupt this transmission.
Right?
Spider-Man's name is...
J.J. Jameson. What? That's not true. I'm J.J. Jameson. I'm not Spider-Man. Spider-Man is...
The engraved by Mysterio.
What is happening, people? Look, here's the
Edith
photo.
couldn't get a better voice.
Real Spider-Man is...
Innocent. The
Innocent.
true hero.
You are all fired.
Those are some awesome points.
Good job, Daniel. Good job, Tina.
Your name is not there.
No, my
You
name
weren't
wasn't.
there.
I was not in it.
You know, I can't believe they didn't ask me to do J. Jonah Jameson. I mean, that's just... I feel like that's a missed opportunity. You're all fired.
That is.
Can you just do that? Can you just call me up once a day in that voice?
And be like, you're fired.
Hey, just calling to check in. So I think it went well. They don't seem to suspect anything.
Did you say because I'm Batman?
No.
No?
You gotta say because I'm Batman.
Why?
Because I'm Batman.
You pretended to.
Seriously doubt that.
Well, I don't know what to do. They're all gone now.
Don't forget next time. Do you think we should head back?
No, they got this.
You don't think that will create confusion? Make people question who's real or not?
No?
Or how long they've been Skrulls?
No.
You don't think sending Skrulls in our stead makes it look like we didn't care about helping Spider-Man deal with his problems on Earth?
You guys are ruining my space vacation.
Where the heck are the Avengers?
Was that a Star Trek The Next Generation background?
And special extra thanks to everyone who submitted their ideas at San Diego Comic-Con this year. We had a blast making this special Written by the Fans episode. If you want to help support our channel, please
They might have tweaked some jokes,
maybe
right?
buy a t-shirt, follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
No, we will
Every
give
little bit
no
helps.
credit.
We really appreciate it. Okay, that's all for now. We'll see you next time. Bye!
That's brilliant how they handled
pretty
the
good.
whole Batman bit, because we were all expecting, if you watch their videos,
Everybody was
obviously,
going, because I'm Batman. And he didn't say it. Like, wait,
Subversion
how did I not
of
see that was coming?
But even though they subvert it, though, you're like, okay, well, they're going to still acknowledge the whole because I'm Batman thing, right? And then, all right, I guess they're just not going to point that out.
Oh, you know, the comments would have been just nonstop.
Yeah.
What? Why did he say because I'm Batman?
Because he says because I'm an adult. I'm like, okay, well, there's going to be some joke following up that he didn't say it, but I guess not. And then they have that bit playing on the scrolls. That's brilliant. I like the writing there
That's
a lot.
great running through.
Daniel and Tina are so great at this shit. Like, they're really good writers.
I'm
They're
on
so
a
funny.
first name basis with them too. You know?
Totally, yeah.
Sorry.
I just call them D&T, you know?
Yeah.
DT. It's short for double tap.
I mean, one of my favorite things about what D&T do, John. One of my favorite things about their work is while their commentary and the jokes are always hilarious consistently, they usually bring up points I just never thought about.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so much with Edith, they had scenes here of like, oh, that is so true. Like with the Edith at the bar when she's talking with Mysterio and how Edith should have been able to identify them right away. I don't remember the scene that well to the point I'm like, wait, did he put the glasses on? I don't remember.
Yeah. Or the fact that Mysterio would have put some way to block Peter from getting glasses back under control.
Yeah.
Like, that was convenient. Like, hey, Edith, I'm back.
Hey, Edith, I'm back. But you surrender control. That's true. But even in this ending post-credit scenes, he could have probably relied on Edith to somehow
disrupt the transmission. Well, I mean, he could have put those in the costume somehow by then, couldn't he? He had days to prepare.
Maybe it's one of those things where once they had it in the script, they're like, oh man, this is too much of a solution to every problem.
Or maybe they sometimes do alternate scenes or other things that they didn't, for Patreon or like that support. So maybe there's more stuff that we don't know about that they did do. They got cut for
You're talking about Sony's Patreon.
No, Sony's Patreon.
They're gonna launch.
If you want to kickstart a good Spider-Man movie, support us on Patreon.
And why didn't he give the glasses to Rhodey?
Right?
Or some kind of. I mean, I guess he gave Rhodey his suit, but yeah, it seems like they would have just been left in better.
Yeah, weren't they like best friends for like ever?
Well, now he's got Peter. Now he's best friends with the child.
A teenage boy that's his, not son.
I think maybe because this was written at a certain point, they said San Diego Comic-Cons when they made submissions. But
well, this was written by the fans.
Yeah.
So technically, they had nothing to do with that
the
part of it.
animation's got to take long enough that they can't probably just drop a joke in last minute or something like that.
Yeah, because they didn't do any Sony or MCU jokes, and I think we were all expecting.
Yeah, we were expecting a lot more because
the only kind of joke I wanted.
They referenced the MCU like a million times in the movie.
But you know what? Even though I want them to partner back up, when they showed the footage of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, because I've been wanting to see like old man Peter with Tobey Maguire. I've been wanting to see that version, and it made me go, the possibility of a crossover now with the three of them
would be cool.
Is likely to happen if they are all just within Sony.
A live-action Spider-Verse.
Oh, see, that's where I trouble. I'm all for the multiverse of those three, but I'm taking like Spider-Man.
That's more like Doctor Who when they put 3 doctors in one episode. That's not like a true universe. That's just a crossover.
I think you got to unify it with the ones that work well in live action. That's all.
I just want the crossover. The whole thing with the holograms too. I like when they're making fun of Amazing Spider-Man 2 when he's a firefighter. But
nice pull.
I would like to know with them in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, they would have just vaporized or glitched out.
The hologram element was kind of confusing because I think that's what was selling me on that there might be real when I was watching the movie. I was like, Mysterio is definitely a bad guy, but maybe these elementals are actually...
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too.
Because
they're based on Marvel characters, right?
Yeah, but then also when they're touching them, they seem like they're being touched. But I don't know. I feel like if I rewatch that film, I'm gonna just be looking for every little.
Well, he doubled the damage, guys.
Yeah, that's right. Gotta sell
and nobody
those.
could hear the machine guns from the drones when every time there was an explosion.
Well, that's the other thing is like, what about other heroes? Like, even forget about Spider-Man.
Nobody
what if there
at
happened
all
to be
is around.
somebody else around?
He's in New York. Where's Daredevil? Where's Punisher? There's some guys around that can help out.
They were Europe.
I forgot.
There are no European superheroes. They only live in New York, Chicago, and LA.
I'm curious to know though how much of this was just fan ideas and how much they rewrote into their own version, or they took an idea that the fan came up with and animated it in a way where it made it even better.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be a fan submitting a request for them to take down this video because they're like, you changed my jokes. You said I wrote this, but I did not write
Use my property without permission.
You should get a fan commentary version of this. Just
I don't remember signing anything. There's no legal contract.
You know, when I came up with this joke, I was just thinking of...
I wrote the story down on the toilet paper in my bag.
Pondering Spider-Man.
Still got the toilet paper.
But I gotta bring up the secret identity thing. He does tell his secret identity. He's like James Bond at this point.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Everyone important to him, no, it's the exact opposite.
But even people not important.
Well, I gotta say, because I haven't talked to you guys since I watched that movie. Like, that part I was so happy about because I don't know if you remember the original comics, Daredevil got busted first. And he's like, I always thought it would be Spider-Man. And in the movies, right? You know what I'm talking about? He's like, I always just assumed it would be Spider-Man. That was like, everybody finds out who he is, but instead it's Daredevil. The fact that they did that with Spider-Man instead, I'm like, that's freaking awesome, because that's the first thing I thought of.
Well, and that commentary too with Batman about like even
though tells everybody.
Well, and that joke, even though it subverts the other joke you're expecting, I do think it was like an actual character beat where he's like, I'm gonna die, I can deal with this. You're in way over your head. Like, even if you have a good head on your shoulders, you can't have the full scope of life to be operating.
I mean, what I loved this past week is when Kevin Feige was saying, I'm feeling grateful for Spider-Man. We made the movies we wanted to make. I'm like, you made the movies you wanted to make by leaving Spider-Man on this like crazy cliffhanger that you're like, but we're done with our story. Let's see you
That's
guys.
why I think it's publicity, because they drop so many links to the MCU, and then they're like, sorry, you're fine. So what's gonna happen next? Spider-Man's like, okay guys, Avengers, and he's dead. Sorry, Spider-Man's dead now.
They'll mention him in a line. They'll just say like, he's across. There's a lot to deal with.
Well, they probably won't even say his name. They're probably, well, Peter's not here right now.
Yeah.
Where's the kid? You know, something like that.
Something.
Well, guys, this was hilarious. If you haven't subscribed to How It Should Have Ended, you should do that right away. Thank you so much for being here.
I guess
Mr.
technically
Jon
I was
Bailey.
in there because they showed a picture of Ant-Man like for 1 second.
So you get like
I did the voice of Ant-Man.
I'm gonna rely on you.
I don't get residuals for if they just show my character's life.
You don't get. You guys can subscribe to The Real Rejects. Please click that notification bell as well. And
tap it.
I'd like to give a patron of the day shout out. We're going to use Jon Bailey's help here for someone.
Don't mess this up.
So we're going to give a patron of the day shout out to a person. Let's go with Daniel Gallagher.
Ooh, I love Daniel
Gallagher.
Yes.
You're being shouted out on Patreon or on YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah.
Thanks for your support.
All right, now can you do that again, but with like a Ryan Reynolds voice?
Yeah. With a Ryan Reynolds voice. Well, thank you, Gallagher. I really enjoy your comedy. I hope you continue smashing watermelons forever. It seems very enjoyable. I'll bring extra garbage bags.
Yeah, who else can we throw?
Let's do Liam.
Thank you, Gallagher. You two are the Lord of Sparkles. I'm kidding. Neither am I.
We did it. Your shout-out's complete. I'm just going to call Jon Bailey every day. Like, yo, can you do this?
Hey, can we do some Patreon shout-outs?
I should a block of these.
I keep talking about their genitals because I don't know what to talk about anymore.
No. Decoded so many baby names.
Mr. Bailey, he's not here right now, no.